So, last time. Why is that so? Hmm, it zoomed weird. All right. Yeah. So last time, with the revelation of the more natural aspect of the undead, the group decided to head farther across the fields and head for the temple. When the group crossed over into the field that was infected with the rot, Peregrine and Willow took it a bit harder, coughing up some vomit for a bit. The group eventually made it across the field and entered the forest. The forest had grown unnaturally dark and cold in comparison to most other forests in the area, with mold and fungus growing heavily in this region. Along the way, Peregrine spotted a raven and went to investigate. The raven, once the two had a moment alone, regurgitated a scroll for her. The scroll simply read, "End the rot, Osprey." Once she read it, the raven shifted its form from that of a raven into an osprey and flew away. Now going by her new title, Osprey informed the group of her promotion. After this, the group continued on and eventually found the temple's entrance. On the door to this location were two uneven pan scales. Once Osprey put 4 gold onto the higher pan, it lowered, opening the door. As the door opened, the body of a dead cleric of Kellumvor dropped before them. In his hand, they found a striking rod as well as a note. The note read, "Only the spark of this rod and stone can light the braziers of balance. May Kelemvor protect you." Once inside, the door shut behind the group, locking you all in. The first room you entered had an old fire pit and a dead body in possession of a potion of health. When the group pulled the lever leading into the next area, they found a statue of Kelemvor with a broken seal at its feet, and Osprey went about mending it. After this, the group headed into a larger room with a central brazier. Once close enough to the brazier, a dozen undead fungal zombies descended from the ceiling and attacked the group. Willow lit the brazier, causing holy flame to burn the undead as the battle ensued. During the battle, though, Tor and Rook were blasted with strange spores and began behaving oddly. Once the undead were stopped, though, they continued exploring, except for Tor. He was really into the flames of that brazier. Osprey and Rook investigated the room to the north, finding a sarcophagus and chest. Upon touching the chest, a wight broke free from the sarcophagus and attacked them. The commotion was enough to wake up Tor, and with a short battle, the group was victorious. Inside the chest was a silvered +1 short sword. The group then investigated the lower room, revealing nothing of importance, and you decided to continue delving farther into the tomb by going down the western passage. So yeah, that is where we're going to pick up. You guys have a lever in front of you that is seemingly possible used to open up the portcullis that you're able to see through right here.
Oh, that's what I was gonna
Let's
ask.
open that bitch up.
What-
Do it.
We can see through it.
You can.
Oh, and there's what? There's just like another door on the other side.
So down from where you can see, there is. It looks to appear. It appears to be an intersection of sorts with a pathway leading down here. You can see that there are 2 doors along this wall, and that the pathway continues up and around the corner there.
My detect magic, is it still lingering?
I'm going to say at this
While
point
I
it is not,
there?
because it has been well past 10 minutes.
Who's going in first? And we're definitely uninterested in the sarcophagus. This like there's like 4 of them for now.
Yeah, they don't show any signs of having been disturbed, so
Don't disturb them. Oops. Okay. I can mage hand that open like everything else I've been doing.
All right, go
Don't
ahead.
know why I'm afraid to touch it, but it works so far, so.
All right, you cast Mage Hand on the lever here as it opens up, leading you into the next pathway. I know it doesn't look like much, but yeah, the door is open, so you can move through it.
Oh,
Adventure awaits.
Aw.
that seemed to be a couple more doors, another
I'm
lever out here.
wrong.
Another
Um,
statue.
Hey,
yes. So as you enter this intersection, you can see that there are two doors directly in front of you with a lever between them, a sarcophagus to the north inside of a small alcove, and to your south, just next to the door, next to one of the doors, is a statue of Kellumvor with another broken seal at its feet.
Well, I'm gonna go right over here, start working on mending. If you guys want to go look at some other shit.
Okay.
Yeah. So while Osprey is mending that, let me know what you guys are doing.
Just step a little further into here.
Looks like the hall
we
continues
didn't.
down that way, but we'd best stand guard here till we got the seal up.
Yeah, I agree. We don't see. There's no brazier yet, so I'm not going to attempt to light it.
Yeah, no, like I said, there is nothing here beyond the statue, the alcove, the hallway that continues, and the two doors with the lever in the center.
So we're
So
gonna follow this path and not look in the door. Well, press the lever and see which door opens.
We can press the lever while we're here once the seal's done.
Oh,
all right.
well, I guess we'll be
If
ready to do that.
if that is the case, then yeah, Osprey, you go about mending this seal. As you do, you get the pieces back together, and it takes a few minutes. Takes, like I said, about 3 minutes, just because you have to do each piece. But eventually, you get it back into its whole and original position. You set it up into the statue, and there is a slight arcane hum to it, almost similar to the one that you did just down the hall a little bit ago.
All right. All right, guys, this is all set up. You want to go go hit that lever if no one else is
Oh.
if everyone else is afraid of doing it.
I was say
All right.
I was
As
saying I had my
mhm.
I was waiting with mage hand until the thing was fixed, as we agreed. I mean, you
Okay.
can go ahead and hit
All right.
it. I
Mage
don't
hands.
care.
You afraid of using your own hands?
Look, it's worked so far. You can touch it if you want to.
I just like a bored cat maintaining like direct eye contact with her, hand up, just puts the lever down.
What my mage hand
All right.
I
floating
mean, it
just
didn't go too
up
well for you
above
with the box.
Hey, it went great. By the way, I got this fancy new sword and everything. It's
the
fine.
money.
It's fine. I only have a slight bruise.
Yeah. So
Covered
Oh,
on my back.
so
Anyway,
so as you as you pull this lever, you see that both of the doors open up simultaneously. You see that the door to the south opens up, revealing a bit of a bit of a like a small entrance leading into a larger room, and the northern room appears to be more cast in shadow. There does not seem to be any kind of arcane light in there, and there's almost like a shadow cast in it.
So that one lever opened both doors.
Correct.
Out of curiosity, I'm gonna see that door. I can see through the portcullis.
Yes, this door is
'Cause
still
this door-
is still open.
Yeah, but the one near the statue from before,
Correct. This door is still closed.
it didn't
It did
somehow
not.
get affected by this multi-door button,
Nope.
unfortunately. Okay. So north, south, or a corridor. There's lots of choices. Oh, I didn't mean to move my character. I was trying to grab a map.
Well, I think Osprey has already chosen that room.
Looks like it.
All right. So you guys start heading down into the lower room. I see that is the case. All right. So as you guys walk into here, and you start to and you start to make your way up into the larger room itself, you see that along the eastern side of this room is a statue of Kellumvor with likewise a broken seal at its feet, as well as a brazier on the far side, as well as an unlit brazier on the far side of the room across from the statue. And a tattered banner bearing the symbol of Kelemvor hangs on the wall above the brazier. This is the tattered banner that you see, as well as 4 ornate sarcophagi standing in the corners of the room and in an alcove near the entrance, which I believe at this point Osprey would be able to see that just barely around the corner over here is another sarcophagi. But you do notice something that that the sarcophagi in this far corner appears to have the lid to it appears to have been cracked in half.
I'm gonna pull my shotgun out.
Kit?
I have a feeling like something very similar is about to happen again.
I'm going to take my hands out of my pockets,
All right.
Ow.
drawing my weapons.
Do a slow walk down.
I think we should get that brazier lit, Willow, Tor says.
Yeah.
Why am I not able to move shit?
Yeah, I've lost control of my token too.
Hold on. Before anybody else moves anything, I gotta check something. That's super weird.
And Willow already has the brazier lit. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Right? Yeah.
You must have lagged out while we lit it.
Yeah. I'll have to keep that in mind.
I ran down there real fast.
What the fuck is going on? Wait, why is that? Hold on. All right, give me 1 second. I gotta stop the mirror. I gotta close out the app. You guys, it's gonna either say WebSocket disconnected or paused.
WebSocket disconnected.
Okay.
It's reconnected.
Yep.
We're back in the void. Ah!
Object this tool. Oh, motherfucker. Now I know why. God fucking damn it, I'm an idiot.
Anyone want to argue?
Small
No?
mistake.
Okay.
That I already said it's small mistake. I don't think it makes you an idiot.
That was it was a dumb reason, the issue that I was having. I do not know why. I do not know why Rook was inaccessible though. That is really weird. But if you're good now,
I can move it now, but he no longer has line of sight.
He no longer has line of sight?
But it seems to be fixed to where he was, I guess. Like if I move him over here, I'm still
Ow.
only seeing like
Okay. Let me hold on. Let me pull it up.
let me reload the page.
Yeah. Reload the page because I just clicked on and it's good for me now.
Yeah, that did it for me.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that was super weird. I don't. There we go. There we go. Yeah. Okay. That was, like I said, that was super weird. What it just did there. All right. But yes. So, like I said, that is everything that you see here in the room. The four sarcophagi, the statue, the brazier, and that is it.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys can resume what you were doing.
Get my quarterstaff out. I don't know, unless Osprey's running around all on her own, triggering any panels.
I don't
like
know.
the
I'm standing here. I'm getting ready to cast mending with my shotgun in my hands, just like if anybody's gonna come
And
out
I'm
of the
heading towards the
sarcophagus, it would be a
brazier.
real shame if that happened right now.
Introduce you to my boomstick.
You just you hear on the wind. Yeah, there's nobody in here. Totally a safe room.
My eyes just narrow.
Oh no. Does this room look as
Sounds
mossy
peaceful
and
to me.
mushroomy
Yes. That
as the last one?
that aesthetic has carried on. The ceiling in here though is not nearly as hanging down. It doesn't have like the giant cavity above it. As the other one did. So this one, the ceiling is still moss covered. You can see that it has overgrown into this area. Unfortunately, on this map, I just have no way of depicting that.
Guess I'll also be tentatively looking up in case some other more of those horrible things.
Well,
Sure.
looking back, it's like, do you want to light that brazier now, or
Yep,
All right.
I am.
Cool.
I'm
Yeah.
going to look.
The
Yeah.
Actually, the moment that you step there, um,
I have my quarterstaff. Poke.
yep.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah. As soon as you step closer to the brazier, you see the broken sarcophagus down in the corner. You see the lid to it fly off as a much bigger and bulkier version of the creatures you saw not too long ago breaks out and starts to charge at you.
can I shoot it?
Sure, we're gonna roll initiative.
Of course you are.
Because as soon as that happens, a second one pops in the corner. So yeah, I need you folks to roll initiative.
Are they meant to be on the map?
They are on the map.
I do. Oh. I want to go first. Well, I do, because I just want to light the brazier, because it seemed to be helpful
shit.
last time.
There we go.
My bad. My app just crashed.
Back to the void.
Back to the void from whence you came.
We rolled initiative and crashed the website.
Pretty much.
Well, you know what that means. No combat. We just killed them all and we move on to the next room, right?
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Apparently.
they disappeared into the void. Shit.
19.
Hey,
What?
was I there? I thought I
No,
moved
you were
to here.
100% there because that's the trigger point.
Weird. And then I stopped moving.
Well, I mean, it's the moment you put your feet within within an area that I have designated. Yes. Um. Alrighty then. First time chat from God damn it, Aaron. All right. Yeah. So as soon as this happens, you see this creature that has broken up out of the sarcophagus just begin to rush towards Willow. Actually, let me put him right there. And Willow, as this thing rushes up, you see this cloud of spores around it. And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
God, pretty fucking hot.
Okay. So you quickly cover your mouth and stop yourself from breathing in this cloud of spores. But as you do, this creature then takes and swings with a mighty right hook up at you, hitting you. And you are going to take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, as well as 4 points of poison damage. All right, Rook.
Where's that thing's initiative roll? Didn't it usually in there?
Yeah.
Is it? Wait, is it? It is. Wait, what do you mean it's initiative roll?
Yeah, usually when you do any roll, it shows up in the...
Oh, so one of the nice things about Encounter Plus is that when I add a creature to initiative, it just gives them a random initiative. So I don't actually have to sit there and roll for them. But that one got a 20, the other one got a 5. So...
Just curious, what determines initiative order when they roll the same number?
Dexterity modifier. So, for example, you and Rook
Yeah,
both
that's why I was asking.
have you and Rook have both a 19, but Rook has a +2 to his dexterity, and you have a +1. So Rook goes first. All right, and it is Rook.
Alrighty then.
Oh shit! I would have been better off with that other position. Fuck.
What was that?
I think you just
Nothing.
realized that she can get over to the
Yep.
brazier without provoking the attack of opportunity.
Oh.
Son of a bitch!
Yeah, I knew that. I realized that straight away. I was like,
Damn it.
I ain't saying
Well,
nothing.
arguably, though, this creature would have immediately jumped out of there and taken the quickest line towards her. So it is within the mindset of it.
Actually, he'll head that way. He'll shout, head for the brazier, and then open fire on him to
Okay.
hopefully get his attention. And also hopefully put some holes in it.
See that roll, baby. Yeah, that hits. Oh yeah. You pepper him. Definitely do. But he is still standing and is not bloodied. Yes, Aaron, I did done fuck up. Is that everything on your turn?
Um, should have done this first. I guess it didn't. Yeah, no, he'll pop True Strike.
Okay, that is perfectly fine. All right, Willow, it is your turn.
So I'm gonna walk around and light the brazier. What do I have to do for that? Or try to light the brazier?
Well, if you're moving back to that corner, this guy is definitely going to make an attack against you. Attack of opportunity.
Well, she
Wait,
moved
what
back
guy?
before she moved over.
That provoked them.
I moved around.
Right.
I went
You
around
moved.
like
You
this.
provoke whenever you leave his reach.
Right. You left his
I
sphere
wasn't
of.
in his reach.
You 100% were. We were within 5 feet of him.
Yeah.
Because you said that you wanted to go like up here and over, and the moment you would have moved up to
Oh.
this square, you
I
would have
was
left his
thinking
opportunity.
I was out of his
No, he is.
reach when I started.
No, he is right there in front of you.
So I just have to stay within 5 feet
Yep.
and go there.
Yeah, that's his sphere of influence. Are you going to attempt to light the brazier?
Yeah, well, I had a
You have to make
It's a dex roll.
You have to make a dexterity check.
Did you see the announcement for 6E?
No, is that what they're calling it?
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know. Kind of figure they would call it, 5.5.
Well, they called third or 3.5 after third, so
Yeah.
they're considering it a new edition, not a retool. I think you failed.
I know. No. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I definitely saw that.
Yeah, we all
No,
saw
I
that.
was gonna ask. Did you say 2 creatures came out? Because I only see one on a map.
The other one's behind us.
The other one's up here.
Oh. Okay.
He in the shadows.
Where'd they come from?
Out of the
The other
sarcophagus.
sarcophagus.
Yep.
Weird.
All right. So you get hit by this fungal creature. You stagger back a bit. You move forward up to the brazier. You pull out the striking rod and you try lighting it, but this cloud of spores that is around this creature is just impeding the spark from getting there, and it's just making your hand movements, not as accurate as you would hope. Tor, it is your turn.
Okay. Go ahead and roll my first attack. Okay. $16.
Oh, sorry. Yes, that hits.
$11 damage.
Okay. You take a swing at this thing. As you do, you feel your hand sinking into its soft, spongy, fungal body.
Well, that's actually the great club. The unarmed strike comes now.
Okay. Well, you feel your great club strike into this thing's spongy body.
It's like punching Jello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. More
Not
I think that's gonna
more like punching a mushroom. Unfortunately, that one does miss.
All right. Well, my armor class is effectively a 17.
Okay. Osprey, it is your turn. You are watching. You're watching as Tor and Rook are going at this creature. You see the one that is broken out of the sarcophagus behind you, as Willow is unsuccessfully trying to light this brazier.
Well, I'm gonna shoot that fucking thing because I don't like it.
All right.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Never
that
mind.
misses.
Yeah, I know. It's fine.
All right. Do you have anything you want to do as a bonus action?
Not particularly, no.
Okay. So the one that is behind, which one were you shooting at? Were you shooting at the one next to Tor or the one that hasn't moved yet?
The one next to Tor, because I don't have line of sight to the other one.
Gotcha. Oh, true. True. That is just out of your reach. Yeah. So from behind, you hear this stampeding sound, Osprey, as a creature comes out and with a cloud of spores around it as well. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw as well.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Ooh. Well, as soon as this thing moves up to you, you breathe, you turn around, you see it coming at you, you take a deep breath, and you breathe in these spores. And the moment that you do, you just feel this this slight euphoric feeling as you just fall to the ground, immobilized. You are stunned.
Cool.
And at that, it is going to... actually, it wouldn't be able to move to that point. Actually, no. You know what? It can. And then from there, it is going to swing at Rook. Missing.
All right. Am I in the cloud, or was that an action
No,
it took?
that is an action that it takes. So that's part of its action. So, all right, this one that is directly in front of Willow and Tor. Seeing that you are trying to light this thing, Willow, I need you to make another con save. Okay. You covering your mouth, still trying to light this thing, you are able to avoid that, but it is going to take a swing at Tor, and that misses. So Rook, it is your turn.
Okay, then. You'll chance the attack.
Okay. It's a miss.
And take a shot at M1 to keep it from focusing on the stunned target.
Okay. Oh yeah, that hits. Take
Then
aim and you...
refresh his True Strike.
All right. Is that... Yeah, that's what I thought. That on top of... Okay. All right. Willow.
I'm gonna try and light this brazier again. I'm
Okay.
gonna assume it's going to help if it works. Is that dexterity again?
Dexterity check, yes.
Oh my god.
still just, you know, the anxiety of the situation, the cloud of spores that are around you, your hands are getting a bit clammy. You're trying to strike this as best as you can, but you're just not getting any contact, unlike the last time. Tor.
Okay. Going to attack M1.
Okay.
Looks like it's gonna not hit.
Ooh, unfortunately not.
All right.
Are you going to do your unarmed strike, or what you thinking of doing?
They're gonna spend the key point and do a flurry.
Okay, go ahead and make your 2 unarmed strikes.
Same target.
Yep.
God bless it. The worst part is every one of these rolls, the die is like cocked.
Yeah.
I would rather didn't even do the damn graphic, to be honest with you.
Yeah. The
That
last
should
2 I
hit.
got, it hit basically hit a wall on a 20, bounced off and rolled into a 2. I'm like, well, this sucks.
Like even that die, the 4, it was sitting sideways, and the 1 and the 2 were glowing at one point.
I wish there was a way to not do the animations, to be honest with you. That is 100% one of the biggest issues that I have with the dice, because you can't even turn that off in the settings.
So at least I
You
popped
can
it for
always click
6.
the button there and then come over to the map and see what the result was.
All right. Okay, 6 points of damage. Alrighty then. Osprey, if you wouldn't mind doing that saving throw again.
Same results.
Roll that again. What the fuck is my mouse? Why is it so weird up there? That's really weird that it is.
I haven't rolled above. I think that was the highest roll I've had so far, is at 7.
I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't only giving you 2s, because that was a bit weird.
No, this is just gonna be my night of low rolls.
Well, hopefully it's hopefully the next one. All right, so this one, now surrounded by the 2 of you. Well, surrounded. Yeah. I'm going to have Tor make a con save as well.
Okay.
Okay. You almost feel yourself succumbing to this. You know, you're coughing, you're breathing, but you do avoid that as this thing steps forward and takes a swing at Rook, hitting you, Rook, for 10
Shield.
Oh, you son of a bitch. Yeah. Okay. Then that would make it miss. All right. So this one, yeah, this one is going to move up to here. So Tori, you're going to get an opportunity attack if you would like one.
Sure. I don't know
Okay.
why I wouldn't.
Yeah, you could always want to save your reaction.
Unless they're going to shoot arrows at me.
Yeah.
Best reaction's probably to do this.
I got to do that yesterday to my players in Rime of the Frost Maiden because I had some halfling monks that were working for one of the
14.
NPCs. Yeah, that hits. Go and roll the damage. I had some halfling monks that were Zentrum thugs, and the ranger can shoot 3 attacks on his like first turn in a match, and I didn't even pay attention to the to his AC, but it was like, oh, I grab it immediately out of the air, and he's like, fine, I shoot 2 more times. It's like, oh, yeah, I guess you do. All right. So you bash this thing up the back of the head as it's moving away. It limps forward. It is now bloodied as it is going to try and shit. Yeah, it's just going to try and wear down Willow, and that hits. Willow, you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage as well as 3 points of poison.
Cool. All
right. It is now
I'm in
Rook's
trouble.
turn. You are in trouble.
What was that little grin for?
I agreed. I said you are in trouble. Yeah, those of you that are those of you that are that are aware, you can see Willow has just taken a mighty hit, and she is kind of wavering in this moment.
Yeah. She's pretty not down.
Yep, not down. But on a scale of 1 to 27, you might say she's at about a 1. All right.
And
Yep.
I've still got the magic missile or the true strike up, so I'm gonna take my shot from here at M2. See if I can get it off Willow.
All right. Yes, Aaron, you were there for that. And you took the biggest pounding, too, in that whole fight. Why'd you roll with disadvantage?
I'm in melee with M1.
That doesn't affect your attack against another creature. It's only if you're attacking a creature that you're in melee with.
Oh, interesting.
So, but no big deal.
Anyway.
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage. Yeah, not gonna lie, you don't with that true strike you have. You don't have to work too hard to actually hit these things. All right. It is getting battered and beaten, but it is not down, but it is on death's doorstep. Willow.
I re-up True Strike as my bonus action.
Gotcha.
I can't try again and retreat.
You still have your. I mean, your lighting the brazier is just your action. So
And
you
then I
could
can
still move.
Well, if I move, it'll get an opportunity attack. But if I disengage, I can't disengage and try the brazier.
Correct, because you're not a rogue nor a ranger, which means you can't disengage as a bonus action.
Can you drop something and disengage?
I mean, she could drop them because that's just a free action to drop your shit, and then she could use her action to disengage.
Well, that's okay. I was considering that too. If somebody else wanted to try, I could leave the shit.
I mean,
But
at
then
this
I
point,
can't
we should just try
cast
to finish them off, I think.
I will say this one is
I can't
not looking healthy. This one is not bloodied yet.
And I have no opinion on the
yeah, I
matter,
have 1 HP.
as I'm on the
I
ground
can't
having a seizure.
go. So you're slightly worse for wear than
I've been stunned
I
since the
can't
beginning of
cast if
combat. I can't tell you what to do. You
I
do
can't
whatever you feel is
cast
best for yourself.
cure. Can I cast cure wounds? I
That
can't do that either on myself.
You can cast cure wounds on yourself. That is just an action. So
But then I still can't disengage.
right.
I'm just way too close to this thing,
So
and
yeah, pretty much. If you try to light it, the only other thing you could do would be bonus action and move. If you drop the thing, you can do whatever you want. You could disengage, you could cast a spell, and you could move, whatever you want. But unless you disengage, if you move away from that thing, it is going to try and wallop you.
Can one disengage in
but
any
I can.
direction? Because if she
Yes.
disengages far enough back, the thing has to pass me if it tries to get back to her.
I mean, disengage just means that if you move out of the sphere of influence, it can't get an opportunity attack. That's the only mechanical means to it. So movement after that doesn't really matter. So what is your course of action?
What? So I can disengage, but I can't disengage and then do cure wounds.
Correct.
Oh, wait,
Nope.
that's an
Cannot.
action. Okay.
The only spells that you
I'm
have
gonna
that are
drop
bonus
that.
actions is Rescue and Dragon's Breath.
I'm gonna drop
Okay.
the little
You drop the
tool
striking
and
rod.
disengage. Yeah,
Okay.
well, is it known whether people have daggers on them? Because otherwise, I'll also drop the dagger. Is what I've been using.
Pretty sure
I
you've seen me use one.
Yep, we'll say that.
1, 2. Put an object. I don't know how many feet I've moved, but I
You
need
have
to be
30
out of here
feet. Yeah,
so I can
that's
take
30 feet
myself.
right there.
Sorry, didn't work, guys.
All right.
But if I get hit again, I'm going to be saving throw myself. So
Okay. So you see Willow. She drops the striking rod and she retreats back towards the entrance. Tor, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to stay where I'm at and attack M1.
Okay.
God damn it. Do my bonus action as an unarmed strike.
There's at least one other person adjacent. Oh, I guess I'm not rolling a melee weapon though.
Yeah, but you are all engaged with that. So yeah, that would have upped that to a 12, and that hits.
Oh, okay. Well, the unarmed strike hits too. So let me go ahead and roll this. Damage on the Great Club then. Gonna be, if it stops spinning, an 11.
Okay.
And the damage on the unarmed strike. Gonna be an 8.
All right. So we got
Almost
19 points of damage. You bloodied this thing for sure. Let you hear it. It lets out this kind of like trilling sound, and you can see the other one kind of reacts to that as well. Osprey, con save. Fingers crossed. Hey, Osprey's back up. And
right.
Yep. And I will be very, very kind tonight and say that you can do that at the start of your turn. So you have your action.
All right. Well, I'll stand up and fucking who you say is more worse off, M2 or M1?
At this point, they appear to be fairly on level with one another.
All right. Well, I'll just shoot M1. He's right fucking here.
That hits.
All right, and he's technically undead.
He is.
All right. Shit, clear. Stop. Plus. So 17 points of damage.
You blast this thing. Just pressing the barrel up into its chest and blowing a hole through it.
Ow.
Willow, how many health points do you have left?
Just the one.
Just
But
one?
I can heal myself. Yeah, one.
So I kind of turn my head to you and I open my mouth and words don't come out. You just hear the cawing of birds.
Oh.
Get 5 hit points back.
Nice.
Wait.
Nice.
I will say she's digging out a healing kit, trying to heal myself or something by the time it's my turn.
Oh, man.
And that's my turn.
All right. So, the one that is still here, you see that it looks down at this striking rod that Willow has dropped, and it reaches out to grab it, and it picks it up, and you see that it begins to almost assimilate it into its fungal mold across its body.
Yeah, you dropping that was a bad idea.
I figured it was a 50-50 chance.
And that is its action. So, with that, you just hear it make this strange sound. This kind of high-pitched whine that almost echoes. And as you do, you see all the moss and the fungal growth that is on the floor, the walls, and the ceiling. It kind of vibrates. And then it's going to be Rook's turn.
All right. Can I see where the rod of striking is?
You see that it has almost absorbed it into its hand. You can see that it's kind of like sticking out of the fungal growth on it. But it has used this mold mass to pick it up.
All right, I'm gonna try to blow that arm right off then.
Okay.
And I'll start by designating it as my my hex target.
Gotcha.
Hey, sorry, I'll be right back.
Yep. Alrighty then. So, see this. And
So
with
the True
your...
Strike, yeah.
Okay. That hits. Like I said, with that True Strike, you really only have, like, a 5% chance not to actually hit this thing.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
And 2 more than that since it's my hex target.
All right. Well, that was enough to blast this thing's arm off. As you hear, it makes out that shrill call again, but then it drops that striking rod to the ground. And combat is over.
All right, then I'm gonna go light this brazier.
Okay. You go up to it, being that you are no longer in the throes of combat.
Roll well.
Well, being that he's no longer in the throes of combat, he could roll as many times as he wanted.
Keeps going until
Yep.
it lights.
And
Yes.
after a few moments, the brazier illuminates with a blue glow similar to the one in the other room.
Can I still use a healing kit
Yeah.
on myself?
Yeah.
Well, the healing feat where I roll the unless we're gonna end up with a short rest,
I mean, that's entirely
then
up
I
to
would
you.
just use those.
But there is, as far as I know, there is nothing that says you can't use a healer's kit on yourself. So, you have a certain amount of uses on it. That's the only thing that really changes it.
Look in the sarcophagus that the one came out of in that corner there.
As you look into the broken sarcophagus, you see that in here there are 3 tattered scrolls and a silver necklace. Go ahead and roll me a religion check.
This ought to be good. 3.
You do not recognize the symbol on it, is all.
What you got over there?
I'm honestly not sure. And he just starts staring at it.
I mean, I'm gonna go take a look and give my expert religion knowledge check.
Yeah.
It's 1.
Go ahead and go ahead and roll the religion check. Oh, easy. This is super easy. That's the symbol of Torm. Which you obviously know as Torm. Torm is a god of truth and duty and loyalty and righteousness.
And I espouse all of that. Now, knowing that that's the symbol, I have absolutely no idea what these things do.
Well, you see you see these scrolls that are here, and while you yourself might not have any main or any use to it, you imagine that possibly if you were to sell them to a temple of to a temple that worships Torm, you might be able to get some gold out of them. These are devotional scrolls. As you take a look at them,
I tell Tor, like keep a hold of these. They're worth some money to somebody. And I'll just make my way back over here and start that mending cast.
All right.
Mending. I rolled the 1d6, only got a 1, but it's 1d6 what plus 4. So I put the 5 on my healing.
Yes, for your it's 1d6 plus 4 plus additional hit points equal to your maximum number of hit die. So it's always going to be 1d6 plus 4 plus your level.
Oh, so 4 more.
Yeah. It's honestly why it's like the healer feat is ridiculously good because it's always it's going to heal you up your level. The downside is that healer's kits are kind of expensive if you look at it, as a whole cost. Plus the main downside is that you can only use this feature on a creature once per short or long rest.
It's like my backup, but I already used my healing potion way in the beginning, so.
All right. So while Osprey is going about casting mending on this, what are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm staying away from sarcophagi.
I'll keep an eye on this side and hold on to the rod of striking for now, since it's been partially absorbed by the fungal creatures. There's no point in handing this to somebody who isn't already got fungal growths all over their arms.
Oh, we are noticing you have fungal growths on your arms. Was that something
No.
we should have
Actually,
noticed
you're
before?
not. You don't see anything on there.
Yeah. This other sarcophagus. Yeah. Did it make a thing?
Yep,
Yeah.
this one.
Something came out. We saw one of the creatures come out of there.
Yeah, that's the one that is laying dead in a heap with shotgun shells in its belly.
So it's the lid's off.
Yeah.
Or it also put its lid back on
No,
nicely
it pushed that one off.
Anyone want to look through this with me? No.
Let's crack it open. What's the word? The thing that's in it is already gone, so just go through
Yeah,
it
I'll
to
head
me.
over there with you.
All right.
Who knows? People get spores all over themselves somehow.
Tor's just staring at that other sarcophagus still.
Yeah. Yeah, while you guys are over there, you see Tor, he goes down. He looks into this, finds the necklace, finds these scrolls. Osprey comes down, tells him about this stuff, and makes a comment to him. She goes back over to start doing this mending while Willow and Rook, you go over there, and Tor's just like, man, what a great sarcophagi. But yeah, the two of you look through the rubble and debris. You can see that where these sarcophagi now, you can see that like the vines, the mold, the fungus has, encroached into them. But within this growth, you do see a small sac.
Oh,
Do you take it
I
out?
guess I'll get sack.
Okay.
I'm afraid as a player.
As you pick it up, and open it, you see that on the inside are 4 large sardonyx gemstones.
Sardonyx.
Yep.
I don't know what that means. My character apparently will.
They look kind of like wrong chat. Go. Kind of like that.
Ooh.
But yes, there are
Well,
4 of them.
Well, I'd show Rook. Do either of us know anything about this from our histories?
If you want, you can both give me a general history check. I know none of you are dwarves, so you would not get any kind of like. But see what Willow gets. But Rook's got a good idea. So
Willow is not
Well, that
having
right
it
there
in.
is a semi-precious stone.
yeah,
I could tell you a bit about the quarries it's dug up in.
yeah, literally, literally. Yeah, Rook. I'm gonna say, you recognize these for what they are. These precious gemstones. You imagine they could fetch well up to 15 20 pieces of gold sold to the right buyer, but you could also use these as these could also be used as like a spell casting focus with the brilliance that they are carved into.
Got all the spellcasting focus I need in my gun, though.
My baby, my baby.
So they're currently not useful for us for any of our
I can't think of any
needs.
particular use I've got for them, other than being a pretty nice rock.
Well, I guess I'll hold on to them for now. Maybe we can trade them at some point. There's no like general knowledge of value ish.
Like I said, Rook figured that they are they could be worth 15 to 20 gold depending on the buyer. So
In total or
each one.
Cool.
All right. So we'll say that after you guys go in there, luckily this particular seal that Osprey is mending only had like one main crack down the center of it, so it does only take you a minute to get that one repaired. And the same thing happens as you put it back into the hands of the statue. You get that same arcane vibration from it, signifying the success.
Well, do we want to journey ahead? What do we even? There's no doors, just the
Nope.
one we came in.
Just one
Correct.
door, and as near as we know, it's controlled by a lever outside this room, so I wouldn't want to stay here too long.
No, I mean I ain't looking in any of the rest of the sarcophagi. I assume we can just head on out.
All right. So are you guys heading out?
Sure.
Okay.
Presume this door's still open.
Yep, that door is still
Walk
open.
through it. So
Sure hope so, because there's no way to open it if someone closes it.
Osprey, are you going to move?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe I am. What's it to you?
okay. Is Tor seriously just like hanging out by sarcophagus?
I mean, as you guys are walking out of this room, you're the three of you are standing there. You realize that Tor is not with you.
Again?
Yes.
I'll just run back and get him like last time.
Okay.
I'm just gonna gently tap him on the shoulder. Hey, we're
What?
all heading out. We
I
need to
Osprey was just right
go.
here.
Yeah, we started heading out. We didn't see you with us, so
All right, I'll look back down. I'll collect the scrolls and necklace and head out.
All right.
Yeah. Willow's definitely looking at him quite quizzically, but we need to get out of here first. So just put that on a back burner notation.
All right, I'm gonna check this room out real quick. If y'all can keep an eye out, I'll attempt to investigate this room.
Okay. Yeah, you head in there. As you look about, you can see in this room, like I said, there's it's almost like a unnatural darkness in here. Not that you can't see anything from, the inside out. It's just there almost appears to be like something in your, like something as you're walking in that is impeding the view into here. And that's whenever you realize, as the light is hitting it and as you're walking in, that it is fine strands that are sticking to you as they are spider webs. And the moment that you step in there and you start swatting about, that is when a couple giant spiders drop from the ceiling.
Oh my god, that's so
I know we just did this, but I need you guys to roll initiative.
All right.
Well, I mean, we don't know that there's big spiders in there.
This is true.
Well,
Hey,
the door's
go-
open though, right?
Go ahead and
The
pull that
door is
lever.
open.
Ah, spiders, click.
No more. Don't want to see.
It was just a nervous reaction.
Gonna close that door real quick. Ooh,
Oh, that was
undead I
close.
can handle. Spiders. Oh, no. No.
All them legs.
All right.
All right, so it looks like it's going to be between a 6 and a 4 for my initiative. Good thing I've got an advantage.
All right. So the one climbs down, and you can see that it's just crawling across these webs as it makes its way down to Rook, attempting to bite him. That's a nat 20. Rook, you're going to take 10 points of piercing damage.
Would it be a
So
dick move to
unlucky.
cast Exacerbate now?
Oh, God. That'd be awful. That'd be so awful.
All right, I'm
Oh,
gonna
good
Oop.
lord.
Yep. Are you
hellish
Yeah.
rebuke.
okay? I believe he has to make a dex save, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, 14.
That's a fail. Go ahead and roll the damage for that. Oh, boy. Dude, he climbs down this. He takes a chomp into your shoulder. The moment he does, though, like, you look over and just flames begin to burn out of where he bit you. Just incinerating him and setting ablaze the spider webs that he was climbing on. Willow.
What can I see? I can see everything in there. It looks like it, but
Yeah.
I mean, like there's a door.
There's a door directly in front of you, and then there is a small 2x4 room where Rook has just incinerated a spider.
Dang it. I guess I'm gonna do lightning. Shoot, dart. Lightning jolt goes in a line.
Correct.
And there's not two of them in a 10-foot line, so. Oh, wait. No. Firebolt, it does more damage if it hits.
Okay.
For some reason I thought lightning jolt dart does more damage.
No,
to
lightning
roll.
dart is just really good because on a miss you can redirect it to a second target within 10 feet of it, making an additional attack roll, dealing half of the damage. Unfortunately, though, a 12 misses.
For crying out loud. It's just a spider.
I am aware
Anyhow.
it's a giant fiendish spider.
It's a dickhead.
It is. This is the homebrew creature that I was telling you guys that you guys were contemplating. It's the dickhead.
The dickhead spider.
That's right.
Oh, they're fiendish?
They are fiendish. They're technically only fiendish because that's the stat block that I used. They're supposed to be giant.
So we're
wolf.
distant relatives.
Sure. Yeah, you guys aren't too far off, but they don't like to be disturbed.
The do not disturb sign was not on the door.
Was not up. Yes.
No.
The one next to you, it is going to try and bite at you, but misses, and it is now Osprey's turn.
All right. So I'm gonna call in, cover your ears. It's like basically just put the barrel of the shotgun in at pointing at F1. It's gonna get really loud in that confined room.
Okay, let's see this wonderful attack. Oh yeah, roll that damage.
That could have gone better.
That could have gone a little better. But you blow off a few of its legs, and you leave it kind of chunky. It is not in the best shape. But do you have any bonus action you want to use?
No, that's everything.
Okay. All right, this one is going to attempt to take a bite at Rook. That misses. Jeez, oh man. And you see that as soon as it does, it is going to try and retreat up the spider webs. Rook, you would have an opportunity tag if you would like to take one.
Eldritch Smite.
Okay.
Or sorry, Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast, yeah.
Disadvantage.
Unfortunately, that just misses. And as you see this, you see that it squeezes itself. It squeezes itself up into this crevice, this narrow tunnel that is that's up in the roof of here. As this one disappears out of sight,
Just like a dickhead.
just like a dickhead.
I thought he was a giant.
It is, but it still has to have its honey. It still has to have its tunnels out to the surface. Tor.
That's my turn.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Yeah, you're right.
I'm gonna cast True Strike and shoot at F1 with disadvantage.
Okay. That's a good use of that. Yeah. Yeah, that hits. Yeah. As the shotgun blast had it, it was almost a religious experience with how holy it was. You just unload your gun's barrel into this thing and just blast it to bits. This combat is over.
Is this the night we find out that Kaylee's pregnant with all the fucking dad jokes and puns you're dropping right now?
No, God, no. See, I always say they're uncle jokes, because I'm a 5-time uncle, so.
I don't know. We have the right picture to make it look like you have a kid.
That's true. That's true.
All right, I'm gonna look into this crevice they got here.
Yeah, as you're peering up into it, you can see that the spider just, it is almost pitch black up in there. It's just this narrow,
Got dark vision.
Oh, that's true. You do have dark vision. I will say that you just barely see the spider like scurrying its way out through this crack, that you can feel a bit of fresh air coming into. So you imagine that this leads up to the surface somewhere.
Mm.
Burn it.
So, but I mean, like I said, it is fairly narrow. Even though this was a giant spider, its body is like, about as big as like a cantaloupe, and so it would be far too small for any of you to climb through.
That's
Looks like those came in from the surface, though. From the state of these webs, not in the
Oh,
last minutes.
yeah, no, this with the state of this room, with how filled it is, these have been here for quite some time.
All right, I'll continue my investigation of the room then.
Yeah, so I will say that as you check around, you dig through some of the spider webs that are laying on the ground here, and it's not too long before you find a small pack that has within it a. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm going to say that that you find this bag buried within some of the spider webs. Within it, you as you open it up, you see that it has a small pouch of 15 gold, as well as a small gold bracelet. But something stands out to you about this bag, and that is that as you reach your hand into it, it is unnaturally deep for what the outside of this bag appears to be.
all
Interesting.
If you want to,
What size does it look like? Like from the outside?
from the outside, it appears. Sorry. From the outside, it appears to be just about as big as as like a small duffel bag almost. But the but from like what you can actually but from what you can actually see is like when you reached your hand in, it was just a far larger space within the whole within the bag itself.
Well, that'll come in mighty useful.
So if you would like to add to your inventory a bag of holding, you can do so.
Yep.
And then yeah, the like I said, there was I believe I said 20 gold and a small gold bracelet.
We found those in the bag.
Yes.
Okay. How's that work? It's kind of a general out of game question.
While I understand that that retrieving an item from the bag does require an action, this is more for just the for the moment.
Well,
Well, I mean, we're out
not
of combat. I
requires
can
an
take all the
action,
actions I want.
Mm-hmm.
I thought if you don't know what's in it, nothing comes out of a bag of holding.
Well, like I said, it was more for the story element of the moment.
Okay.
Just the revelation of it being a bag of holding. All right.
All right, what's going on up here? Got
So,
another sarcophagus. Anything gonna pop out of there and come rushing over?
For real. Does Rook come out? He's just standing there.
Rook.
Yeah, I'll come on out.
Okay.
Sorry, we're
Hey,
still
look at that.
working on
Come
adding
on.
things to
Oh,
inventory.
yeah. The way
Oh.
that it does bags of holding is it creates a new inventory space for you.
Yeah. I forgot. I love and hate those new containers. They're sort of
I don't actually think it does it, but if you want to add the small gold bracelet to your inventory, at the very bottom of your inventory, there's a thing that says other possessions, and you can just type stuff into there. But yeah, just put next to it 25 gold, because that is the value, because I just don't want to forget. Rook doesn't, obviously know exactly its value, but it does look pretty expensive.
Valuable.
Yeah. It's been a while since I actually had to roll on a
So
random loot table.
Interesting. It's dark.
Willow would ask Rook if it was worth going in there with all those spiders. So Willow's glad she did
Yeah.
not go in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this.
All right. So, you guys continue pushing up the hallway. You move past the sarcophagus in the small alcove. And you, those of you, Tor and Osprey, you see in, and you can see illuminated by the same kind of magical flickering light that has been filling these halls. You see another statue set back into this room a little ways with a broken seal, another statue of Kellumvor. Willow and Rook, the two of you can see that this hallway just leads into a room where there is the statue, as well as a large central column that it is up against.
That's 4 out of 4 there, right?
I assume so.
I believe.
So I'm just gonna blindly stumble through this passageway that I cannot see anything in,
Yep.
and head towards this statue.
All right.
Things stop me on my way up to it.
Well, in fact and indeedy dandy, it do.
Yeah?
Because the moment you get within 5 feet of the statue, you see these mounds rise from the moss and the fungus on the ground into creatures very similar to the ones you fought in the first room.
That's fantastic.
Yes. So, second verse, same as the first. Y'all want to go ahead and roll some dice for me.
Yeah, that's right.
While you guys are doing this, I'm going to go use the bathroom real fast.
I got a 6. I'm gonna go grab another can of Freedom Tea.
I don't.
Hey, what do you say we kite these back to one of them braziers?
Just sort of back it up. Just sort of like
What?
mosey back out of this
Move
room,
the
let them come to
statue?
us.
No,
No,
the
these things are like
mushrooms. They ain't that fast.
Sorry, my character can't see what. Oh, I'm just moving around to have a peek.
no, I straight up can't see anything in this room, so I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, there's a mushroom back
Yep.
that way. Better look out. And he points over to.
Huh.
To what? I can't see anything in there. There's nothing there. That is the void.
Right, well, he has dark vision and he's pointing and saying there's a mushroom there.
I'm giving you a thumbs up. I'm like, yeah, cool. Deal with it. I gotta fix the statue.
Statue.
Looks like maybe one back that way.
All right, I'm back.
Right.
So yeah, I will give you guys a quick description of this room as happened. But so yeah, as you step, it will. I should ask: is everyone back, or was I the only one gone?
I think you were the
Yep.
only
I'm
one.
here.
Cool. So yeah, as you guys step into this room, the corridor opens up into a large chamber with the look of a chapel almost. Its arched ceilings rise to the height of about 30 feet, and magical light shines down from the north. The southwest corner of the room holds 7 plain sarcophagi with wooden coffins stacked between them. Many of those rotten and broken open. A large support pillar has the statue of Kellumvor next to it, with a broken seal at its feet. Bones are scattered everywhere, but of more immediate concern are the fungal creatures that have emerged out of this network of rot at the floor. And they are racing towards you. Racing towards you. And yeah, I will say that from where Rook is standing, I will give him an extra piece, a little extra piece of information. And that is that as you glance to the north, actually, you know what? Osprey, Tor, and Rook, go ahead and give me perception checks because you guys would be in sight of this.
So is there something that is casting off this darkness? Because I can't see anything on this map.
You can't see anything on the map?
Within my character's line of sight, I can see that there's nothing but darkness between Tor, myself, and Willow and Rook. Like that part of the hallway is just black.
Yes, because there are no lights in this particular space.
I mean, basically, the only thing that I can see of what you described would be one sarcophagus to the north. Everything else is cast in black.
Same.
I mean, the statues in front of us, and we can see that, and then going up like maybe some kind of Y.
You know what? Actually, I'm glad you
But
guys.
it looks like there might be like another statue of Kelumvor in the middle of the floor. I'm not sure, but
nope. Actually,
I do see the one light against the wall. But
there we go. There's supposed to be one right there, and I apologize for omitting that.
Okay, now we can see those two myconids.
Oh.
Yeah, that was my bad. I just looked at the other map.
And
Our
I only can
perceptions.
see one.
Yeah,
I'm not moving my character officially, but they see something, up there.
Yeah.
Right.
So Osprey and Taurus, this would actually kind of make sense. You guys were the ones that moved into there. And as the two of you moved in, you glanced up to the north, mostly because that was where your eyes were drawn, because that's actually where the light was. To the far north wall, you can see that there is a stone dais with a set of stairs leading up to it, and you can see a brazier set up on that dais up there.
All right.
Because
that's where you gotta go.
Previously, I don't know if he was saying it in game or out, but was it Tor who suggested we should retreat to see if they'll follow us to a lit brazier? I don't know if that was
Rook said.
Rook.
I mean, that is
if that was an in-game suggestion or just a player suggestion.
Yeah. No, he'll suggest it, but if Osprey looks to be trying to fix the tablet anyway, which seems to be the case.
Yeah.
That does appear to be the case.
And it's mentioned then there's a brazier.
All right, well, I'm holding a rod of striking, and I'm told there's a brazier, so wish me luck.
All right, top of the order. Rook, you are starting us off.
All right, hold on. Is there a run action?
Dash. Dash allows you to double your movement.
Okay, so basically move again as an action.
Correct. Yeah, as you get up there, by the way, you see a fifth statue of Kellumvor.
Yeah.
Or sorry.
Um,
Yeah, a fifth statue of Kellumvor with a broken seal at its feet.
Alright, he'll continue on. Statue 5 there.
These guys were supposed to be visible.
And those do not look nice.
No. In fact, as you rush up through this space, you see the fifth statue of Kelemvor there, just beyond this space, but getting up through here, oh shoot, where's my stuff? Go, yeah. So wide alcoves are set up before the dais on each side with a stone sarcophagus, each lit up by a magical torch. The western alcove, though, you see, is occupied by these creatures that appear to be far more fungal in nature than anything you've seen before, whereas all the other ones had these more humanoid fungal look to them. These ones straight up look like just look like mushrooms bearing teeth, and you can see that they are hunched over on something on the floor, seemingly oblivious to your presence.
Surprise.
Right.
But
Standing keep it that way then.
Standing before a pair of pillars, like I said, is the other statue, but ahead of it, a 10-foot deep dais on the northern wall rises 6 feet above the floor, and it is also lit by a magical magical light up there. The brazier stands in the middle of the dais with a bas relief of a set of Kelemvor's scales carved above it. Oddly, though, you take note from the beginning of this temple when you first arrived that the scales on it are tipped to the left, where you know that Kelemvor's symbol normally shows them in balance, and set into the wall beneath the symbol is a large brass key.
Ugh.
So the brazier here is already lit.
No, there is a sorry, it's I don't know why my
Diets.
I don't know why my my stuff. Yeah, that's whoever made this map. Sorry, there was supposed to be one there. Whoever made the map actually put like an asset of a lit brazier there, but that brazier is not lit.
All right. Well, that's as far as I'm making it in this turn.
Okay. So, from that, Osprey, Tor, and Willow, the three of you see this mysonoid beginning to make its way over, and it is going to go after Osprey, seeing that she is attempting to... Oh, that hit, or that misses. This one, likewise, actually, this one is going to see Rook running past... can't... That would be 20 there. Yeah. That misses. All you level 4s and your high ACs. Tor.
Alright, well, I guess since that one came to me, I'll just attack it.
Okay. That hits. All right.
All right, and then my bonus attack.
See what that hit bloodies the one in front of you. Gonna say Belvita cranberry orange breakfast biscuits are fucking amazing.
Breakfast biscuit.
Oh, good.
Seems easy way.
All right. Take your second hit. Doesn't kill it, but this thing is wobbling back. Does appear to be not only on death's door, but is opening the door. Willow.
Can I see the mushroom guy that's a bit further ahead?
You can see it in the shadows, but you can't make out exactly.
That's what I was saying. Would I recognize?
You see it like
going on
rise
there?
up out of the ground. You can see a similar design as the ones that you guys fought before.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll the firebolt.
Okay, go ahead and roll to hit.
Gotta roll better.
All right, go ahead and roll the damage.
And I can aim at that one that's a bit further away. What?
If you want to aim at that one, because there is because you have two pillars in the way, it would have 3/4 cover. So it would still hit.
That's kind of what I was asked.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, it would still hit. All right. And is that everything on your turn?
Yeah, I'll stay down here until these two are taken care of.
Okay. No, that one used blast with some flame. Not too happy, but can't reach you. But is close enough to reach Tor. And Tor, I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh joy. Looks like it's gonna suck.
So this thing comes up and it blasts this cloud around you. As soon as you do, you feel yourself breathe in these spores with this almost hot, like burning sensation that is kind of giving you a bit of a rasp in your throat. You are currently poisoned.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, but on the top right of your character sheet, underneath your hit points, you can click conditions, and you can turn those on and see what they do. So poisoned will give you disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
So why would I turn it on then?
Because you is. All right. From around the top of this central pillar, you see another creature move out into the open. Unfortunately, is not close enough to do anything, but this one that is coming down is close enough. And that is going to miss Osprey. All right, Osprey, it's your turn.
All right. Who's the asshole who tried to hit me?
This guy right here. He's like, "What up, bitch?" Like, I don't respect women, and I call you by derogatory terms.
Or I'm shooting M4 because I want him dead.
Okay, cool.
Because he's so close to dying.
He is very close. He is like, he's got like 1 foot in the grave, 1 foot on a banana peel, and, you know, he's being tripped. Yeah. I mean, you can roll. You don't actually have to. With the amount of damage you can do. But yeah, that is more than enough to destroy that one. Is that your whole turn?
At this point, I don't really see a reason to use Channel Divinity on this. It's not worth it. How about if he in range to use my other ability?
Or were you thinking of turn undead? I was like, wait, you're not using a melee attack. Oh, shoot. I should have had you roll that with disadvantage. Oh, well.
Why?
Because you're within 5 feet.
Yeah, I have the gunner.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I forgot about that.
That's
yep.
right.
Ah, shit.
That's right.
Son of a bitch.
I took it.
But yeah, are you doing anything else on your turn?
No, I think that's going to be it. No one's going to really benefit from my other actions, so we'll just leave it at that.
Okie dokie. Yeah. This guy. All right. That's a nat 20. So that means that you are going to take, Osprey, you're going to take 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Not cool.
And on top of that, you are also going to take 8 points of poisoning damage.
Great. So 13 damage plus 8. All right, that sucks.
All right. Back to the top of the order. Rook, it is your turn as you see this mycenoid coming up behind you.
Is moving stealthily an action?
You can hide, but
I don't expect to hide from him too. I just don't want to gain the attention of the other ones to the west.
Gotcha. Yeah, there would be, unless you had something to impede their vision or hearing or something like that, that might not be the case. So, because hide is an action, you make a stealth check, and it goes against creatures' passives, but unfortunately that would not play into this particular moment.
All right, yeah, then he's just going to head for the brazier.
Okay.
That way to avoid having to make a climb.
What is your passive perception?
10.
Okay. All right. As you go up the steps and you get to the very top spot, you're in this movement, you're rushing up there, you're trying to climb up as quickly as you can, and the moment you step down onto this particular plate here on the ground, a cluster of spikes shoots up. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
As this happens, as you step down, you take 11 points of piercing damage as these spikes embed up into your foot. You are not restrained or anything, but you have taken that damage.
All right. Still want to get that brazier lit.
Yeah, so yeah, you still would have that movement to there, so you are good on the movement.
All right. Dex check then on that.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, as you get up there, you're sort of hobbling there for a second as the pain in your foot, it's kind of reeling at you, but through that, you're able to strike this, setting alight the brazier. Um, Second. Yep, that's what I thought. Why doesn't it just have easier way to manage that? But I'm just going to put this on just for my own sake. 25. Yep. All right. And that brazier is lit. It's lit as fuck.
Ooh.
Yeah, so the moment that happens, you see this one beginning to haul out after you, trying to make its way up the stairs. And you just see the radiant flames that are coming off of this. They are just entirely covering this creature as it steps onto this plate,
Oh no.
taking... Yeah. And as soon as it does, it steps onto those spikes that have yet to retract into the ground, and it just falls dead to the ground in front of you. But this has this, as you light this, you can see that these creatures over in the corner have noticed you, and they have turned their attention to you, and you actually see what they were hunched over on the ground, and that is that they were seemed to be ravenously devouring a humanoid creature. Tor. Did not mean to move that guy.
All right. Going to attack M3.
Okay. Just remember you are poisoned.
Yep.
And you have disadvantage.
Rolling the disadvantage.
Yeah, both of those hit.
All right. Well, I'll roll damage twice then.
Oh, yeah, never mind. Jesus Christ.
So, 7 damage and roll my unarmed strike.
Okay.
We'll just say that misses.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I don't think I can roll lower than that.
I don't think so. I think that's a limit there. All right. Willow.
So Am I aware that like there's something behind Osprey?
You could see something like, swing out and hit her.
If you want to like
Holy shit.
come in here and kill them, that'd be great.
I just moved 1 square and I can see way more than I mean, I could hear the description and I didn't really. I was ignoring my mind's eye.
By the way, Tor, at the end of your turn, I need you to make a con save.
All right.
Oh. Those two next to each other,
Mm-hmm.
M1 and M6. Oh, no,
Yep.
wait.
Yeah, I rolled a
Never mind.
16.
Yep. You are no longer poisoned, but you have suffered a level of exhaustion. So it just means that now you only have disadvantage on ability checks.
Man. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
where is it? Oh, fuck. As a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath.
Okay. And I can only assume as an action you are going to breathe Dragon's Breath onto those 3.
Yeah, but I can still move, right?
Yeah. What elements are you using?
Radiant.
Well, I did light
Can't do that, unfortunately.
radiance. Not an element, is it?
Fine.
It's not
I'm pretty
not an
sure.
element. Gotta think of
I'm pretty
Tiamat.
sure.
Tiamat sucked. Think of Bahamut.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I'm just. Where can my cone go? If I'm here.
I mean, if you're there, it could go, it could go there, and you would be hitting Osprey.
Yeah, that's why I figured.
You have to move up
Just-
into you would have to move up to there if you wish to use that.
Move its direction a bit towards the
You could do that.
entrance. Okay.
What's the element?
Lightning, because that's
Okay.
what I've been doing this whole time. And
Yep.
for just stick with it.
All right, those 3 got to make dex saves. So that's a fail, that's a fail, and that's a success. So we're going to say the one farthest is the one that succeeds. So go ahead and roll that damage.
I was looking for it. I lost it. 10.
Okay. So on the back is going to take half of that, and the 2 that are up front are going to take that full damage. As you see, you breathe out this cone of lightning as it arcs between them, shaking and shivering them, as it's almost kind of boiling the water that is in their fungal network. Right. So it is now this one that Tor has been going toe-to-toe with. He's going to take a hit, and that's going to hit Tor. And Tor, you are going to take 6 points of bludgeoning damage as well as 2 points of poison damage. It is now these creatures over here, and as you see them kind of lift their heads and turn, or lift their entire being and turn their heads towards you, Rook, they start marching towards you. This one starts moving towards you. But you notice that as it does, it is not affected by those flames.
Well, that was a mistake.
But it cannot get close enough. Let me see here. Yep. Yeah, it cannot get close enough to do anything at the moment, so it is going to be this guy down here, who is going to... Osprey, I need you to make me a con save.
Well, this is going to go swimmingly.
You can do it.
Nope.
Unfortunately, you fall. Your body seizes up again as you are stunned.
Oh, I know this game. I know it all too well.
This one, though, is going to attack Willow, and that hits.
Oh, joy.
So, Willow, you're going to take 5 points of bludgeoning damage, as well as 2 points of poison.
Okay.
And this death cap mycenoid back here is likewise going to march forward. Again, not having any kind of effect from that flame. Osprey, make that save again.
All right. 4.
Unfortunately, you are still stiff as a board.
Mm-hmm.
Willow. Actually, yes, that would hit because that thing has flanking on you. You take another 6 points of bludgeoning as well as another 1 point of poison.
You're fucking kidding me.
I am not.
You could be.
Could be.
I'm down to 1 again.
Rook. It is your turn. You see these creatures both moving towards you.
Did that flanking wouldn't have changed anything when I did my
When you did your what?
dragon's breath?
No, you don't get a
Flanking
flanking
from
bonus whenever
Osprey.
you don't get a flanking bonus when you
It's a-
cast spells or when you use ranged. It is
Spells.
only on melee attacks. Yep.
All right, yeah,
Hmm.
he's
I feel like that one is melee. That's
going to dash
sort of
again
why I was
because
Okay.
this obviously isn't a great place to make a stand if they're going to ignore the fire.
All right.
Hmm.
Yep, he'll head over here
Okay.
and ready True Strike.
Gotcha. Tor. You can see, you saw that light begin to glow up towards the north as you hear Rook, as you hear Rook's feet slapping off the stone, making his way back down to all of you.
All right, well, I'm going to have to try to finish M3. That might do it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, you don't have to roll, but you're welcome to roll the damage. So yeah, it would be more you did more damage to that thing than hit points it would have had in the beginning of the fight. So
Oh
yeah,
no.
you obliterate this thing because you would have dealt 31 points of damage.
Okay.
So yeah.
Can this space actually be occupied since there's a statue in there?
Being that I put the other one on there, I'm going to say that the statue of Kellumvor is reliefed into the wall enough that yes. Because I did not put a thing around that one so that you couldn't stand on that same space, unlike I did with the other one.
Now, if you move, can you still take a bonus attack?
Yeah, you oh
Okay.
yes, yeah. It's just as long as you took that action, then you're good.
I'm gonna spend a key point and do flurry
Okay.
on. I guess I should say.
You got
Has D5 even been hit?
yes. D5 was the one that did not get nearly as zapped as 1 or 6 during that lightning breath.
All right, I'll do M1.
Okay. Unfortunately, that misses. But you do get your other one.
What sucks is that it looks like a 12 on my screen. I hate that die so much. And that one looks like a 6 on my screen, but it's a...
Nice. Go ahead and roll the damage.
No.
It's going to be minimal.
All right, 5 points. Still not bad. That one that is in the middle is now bloodied. Willow, it is your turn.
This is nightmare. As a player, I feel like I wasted a spell again. Because if I disengage, I'll lose Dragon's Breath, won't I?
No,
Or
you
no?
just, if you take damage, you have to make a concentration check, which I should have had you do last time, now that I think of it. So you got lucky with that one. But it's concentration for a minute.
Does exhaustion go away, or does it...
Because exhaustion goes away once you take a rest.
Okay.
So you could still, you could still use your action, Willow, to breathe out your dragon's breath, because as long as you are maintaining that concentration, you can still breathe that out.
Okay. I only have 1 HP, and I don't think anyone's gonna save me in time. 'Cause they'll have a chance to attack right after. Sorry, I zoomed way in on my screen. I'm gonna disengage because I am nearly dead again.
Okay.
I don't know.
Just imagine Osprey is like standing there, body immobilized, like, where you go?
Well, that's the other thought. Can I cast rescue? No, I don't have any slots. Oh wait, there it is.
I don't know how many. I'd have to reload your page.
Oh,
No, yeah, you could.
I have. I don't know. She probably might want rescued. Can I rescue somebody who's like? What? She's got a stunned, right?
Yes, she is stunned, which means that she is incapacitated. So she also can't
Does
speak.
that make her
She
willing or unwilling?
Uh, I mean, I think when you can't move or act or anything, you're pretty much an unwilling. You're to the whims of the world. So, willing or unwilling in their own head. I mean, hell, Cooper has. I mean, my character Cooper literally has an ability where I can command people to use their reaction regardless if they want to. So, but yeah, are you
Mm,
casting Rescue on Osprey? Because I will say, Osprey is not looking good.
that was what I was under the impression. We've been stood right next to each other for a few seconds. Yes, and that's all my spell slots.
Okay. You cast Rescue and you pull Osprey back to you.
So, are we? Oh, is that all my movement? I can't remember if I moved and then. Well, regardless,
Yeah, that would be
somewhere
your
near there,
30 feet. So,
and that's everything.
okay.
Because my action was, yeah, disengage.
This thing's rushing after Rook, unable to reach him. Um, this guy, we got Tor. He's going to be hit. Yeah, he's not going to be hit. These guys are surrounding you, though. Osprey, con save, if you do not mind.
Maybe you'll get lucky since you're further away.
Yeah, you are. Your body snaps out of the stunned as you see Tor surrounded by those creatures.
So,
All right.
What would you
Uh,
like to do?
I would like to shoot one of them.
Yeah.
We'll go with whatever the one that is to his right. I can't see his nameplate.
That one would be M6. So I can zoom in here a little bit.
That's an 11.
That is going to miss, unfortunately.
I bet it is. Tor, what is your hit point total at?
I haven't taken many hits. I believe it's 28 I'm currently at.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, well then, I'll end my turn then, I guess.
All right. The one Mysonoid that is around Tor tries to hit him and misses, and it is now Rook's turn.
All right, so potions bonus action.
Potions are bonus actions in my game, yes.
All right, potion of healing then.
Okay. Let's go ahead and roll that 2d4 plus 2. Nice. 7 hit points back to you.
All right, then I'm going to shoot M1 or attempt to.
Okay. That just hits.
I did have the true strike up from the
Yep. Oh, yeah, that's
last
right.
thing
Yeah.
I did.
So then that hits.
Hmm.
All right. Roll me just a flat d20. You blast that one, blowing it to bits.
Yeah.
All right, then
Does
I'm going
anyone
to move to there.
Okay.
Two
Yeah,
more coming from that way, and they don't care much about the braziers at all.
Right. Tor.
Right. M6.
is anyone rolling with disadvantage in our group
Not
for the
currently.
restore balance? I keep forgetting I have that. Okay,
Well, if I
Um,
yeah.
try to shoot M6,
Tor did for one
Yeah.
attack.
It was just
That hits Tor. Go and roll your damage. All right. That is enough to kill that one.
All right, then I will unarmed strike M5.
5. God, I love how the death cap mice noise look.
I hardly see
14 hit.
Yes, it does.
All right, of course, armor class is now 17 again, doing 6 damage.
All right. Take out a good chunk. He is now bloodied. Willow.
crap. Well, wait, my cure wounds is something I can just use. It doesn't use a spell slot.
Yes, because that's from your Artificer Initiate ability. You can use that once per long rest.
Because I can't use the healing kit on myself anymore.
Correct.
Not because we haven't taken rest.
I also believe you used that
sound like-
on two of your teammates, and I can't remember who.
But I think we had a rest between.
Oh, did you? Okay.
we haven't taken any rest since we came into the temple, but we
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I think you know.
I
Yeah, I
haven't
think you're
used
good.
it. There was a rest.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
I'm gonna have to use cure wounds on myself. I feel like it's my only choice.
All right.
I will
Go.
run into the fray, I'll just get attacked, and then I'll be down.
Go ahead and roll your 1d8 plus 2. All right, you get back 6 hit points. And are you doing anything as a bonus